Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel where we are currently busy with our Audi A4 1.8 20 valve turbo build. We have done so many in the previous videos. I've received a lot of comments where they've asked me to install a oil catch can and they just want to see how I'm doing it. So I'm just going to do a short video today just to show you how I'm going to install my oil catch can on my 1.8 20 valve turbo motor. It might differ from setup to setup, but we are running a big turbo, so our setup may be completely different from 90% of the other builds. So let's get started with the first thing. Let's see where we're going to mount it. I've decided that I'm going to put my oil catch can right here. As you can see, that I've loosened it up almost completely. The reason for that is that I want to ensure that once I put it there, that there's enough space at the bottom, as you can see, between that pipe and then the bottom piece of the oil catch can, that I have enough space. Should I want to drain my oil catch can, I do have enough space to be able to drain my oil catch can. So I'm going to put it right there. So I'm just going to make my markers, see exactly what I put it, loosen up the back bolts, the two right here, and then just measure it up exactly where I want it, and then make my markers here at the back where it can mount, and then we're going to drill our holes. So next up, what I'm going to do, as I've got my holes marked, it's nice and straight, I'm going to drill holes the size of a riv nut. So the way these works is like a pop rivet. I don't know if you guys know a pop rivet, but anyways, you drill your hole according to the size that you want. I'm going to use a 9mm because this is the outside diameter of this riv nut. So what we use riv nuts for, instead of actually putting a bolt like through this hole, for example, and want to hold the nut at the back to keep it from, and you tighten it for it not moving, we're using riv nuts. So we're going to use a riv nut to put it there in place, use it as a pop rivet gun. Here's our riv nut gun as well that we're going to use, so that we don't have to hold the bolt at the back to keep it in place. So the holes we're going to drill is a 9mm, and then we're going to fit our riv nut in it with the riv nut gun, and then we will be able to put our bracket exactly where we want it, and then we can just mount our oil catch can from the bracket. So let's get the bracket on first, and then I'll show exactly how that works. Here, all we have to do now is just take your bolt and your bracket, and then you can just put it in there and then just tighten it nice and properly, and then yeah, there you have it. That's how easy riv nuts make work for you. So I'm going to finish up, put the bracket on, and then fit the oil catch can. Then we're going to go from there. Let's go. So with our oil catch can now mounted exactly where we want it, I'm going to start by the top piece. Usually from here it goes into a T-piece, and then it goes to your PCV system, and I think your brake booster or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but how are we going to do it now? My way is that I'm going to take one pipe, going to fit it from here to here, whichever is the shortest to do. I can put it either this side or that side. And then the second piece, you're going to be using this pipe. Now that pipe goes on the side here underneath the intake. You'll see carefully if I look there at my finger. Let me see if I can zoom it in exactly on the spot. There you'll notice there's a big hole there. Now that pipe basically just goes into there with its own circlip. Here's a circlip. It goes into there, and then I'm going to put it right in here in our oil catch can. So one is going to go from here to that side, or either way, doesn't really matter, and then the other way we're going to put it into that pipe. So let's quickly get that done. now that we have everything mounted, I do have my pipes. I know it doesn't really look the best, but it will work and it's practical. There's no like bends where it's closing up the hose at all, even here. So everything is working fine like it is. We shouldn't have any issues. I know you're probably gonna say, yeah, but what about the turbo? The turbo is gonna get a turbo blanket, so I'm not too much worried about that. And then yes, what about the exhaust? The exhaust I'm not gonna be too concerned about because it's getting heat trapped as well. So that is sorted. As long as our pipes are working as well, we won't have any issues with that. And then I know another question is, so where does the oil catch can get vented? So that's the most important part about the setup that I'm running here. It's supposed to vent to the atmosphere. I know that, I understand that, and that is exactly what we are going to do. So on top of this, we have a bolt here. We can just remove this bolt, and then once we have that removed, we have our fittings right here. You can see your different size fittings, and then as well you do get your breather that we're gonna place there on top. So from there, basically the head is venting through the catch can, and then as well as the sump is also venting through the catch can through that breather right there. So we should not have any issues at all. I've got to mention, I didn't realize how stiff this pipe is, as I would have wanted it to bend much easier, because I actually just wanted this one to bend like an S form to go back in here, and then the back one just go around the back here and then back then the inside, so it's nice and clean, and that you won't really see this much of a piping that you see right here. But unfortunately, yeah, the pipe is much stiffer as I anticipated. So I will have to work with that for now. Maybe on a later stage, we'll see if I can change the piping, do maybe something else, just to make it like look nice and neat again. But yeah, I know for that, for now, it's not the best looking, but it will be really functional. So I'm going to get that installed. So let me get that breather installed. Let's go. So there we have our breather now installed. As you can see now, it's a complete setup. What that looks like doesn't look too bad, but I would have liked it to be more tucked away so that it's not half of the engine that you can see it. So that, for me personally, it's a bit of a problem, but yeah, we can work with that for now. So here's the video that you guys wanted. I got a lot of comments that asked me how I'm going to install my oil catch can on the Audi A4 B7 1.8 20 valve, and this is how I have done it myself. Like I've mentioned, if the pipe wasn't as stiff as it is now, I would have liked to do it a bit of a different way, and if we had more tools, I'm sure I could have used different piping as well. That's going to be a bit more expensive, but it could have worked as well. But for now, this is what we've got. This is what we're going to work with, until maybe in the future that we'll change it. So there I've answered your questions, and then I'll see you guys in the next video. Be sure to subscribe so that you can see what we're going to do next on our Audi A4 B7. And then, yeah, we're going to also need to do our exhaust still. That's also going to happen quite soon, as we're going to build the whole complete system from the front to the back, all the way to the back, everything one side, one video, get it done. And then, yeah, I'm actually really excited for that, because that's the big thing for me, to want to go and see if I can drive it and see what's happening with the gearbox, and then also what's happening with the engine, if the engine is happier or not. That's it for this video. You guys must have a lovely night further. God bless and be safe. Ciao. I can